Okay, here we are. Just on the toilet. Taking a nervous pee before I do this task that's been assigned to me. We'll get back to that when I go out there, okay? I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've been tasked with the, what's the word? I don't know. I just saw how hairy my legs were, especially in the back when I stood up from the toilet. I've got very, very hairy back legs. Tasked with baking a cake. I'm not supposed to, I've just looked at my potato masher. I haven't cleaned it very well. There's still some potato in it. I'll get back to that. I'm not allowed to research on how to bake a cake. I have to use my current knowledge on how to bake a cake. I'm allowed to go to the shop and buy ingredients and utensils. I need to have a look in my cupboard as it stands and see what we've got that might go in a cake. I've got some ideas. It's been a while since I've made a cake. I've made a few cakes in my life, not that many, but I've made some. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Well, there's baking soda. That sounds like something that should be used. Baking soda. There's an even larger box of baking soda. Do you think we'll need all this baking soda for the cake? Possibly, might need to add all that baking soda. Now, I definitely know that there's flour in a cake. Now, my big question is it, okay. Oh, that's pasta. Well, it's nothing whatsoever. I guess my question is it plain flour or is it self-raising flour? I don't think anything else I've got in here goes in a cake. Oh, do you know what we need? You know what we need to get? Have we got any here? I've got one. I think we need more than one egg. Sugar. I've got some raw sugar here. I reckon that goes well. We're going to need equipment. And what equipment do we need? Battery charger, toasty maker. I don't know if you can make a cake in a toasty maker. This thing here. That's what we need. We don't need a slow cooker with a cloth lid. All right, in you get. Go on. There you go. Right. Oops. Oh dear. Messed this up entirely. Can't get the drawer. What's that? It's a receipt of some kind. Get in there. Go. Vanilla extract is definitely something that we could utilize. Lots of other peppers and stuff in here, and powders and spices and things like that. What's this thing here? What's this? Cream of tartar. If I remember rightly, that's really good for using if you want to make, if you want to, you whisk your egg whites into stiff peaks. Yeah, I don't know why we'd want to do that right now. I think if I wanted anything out of here, I'm never going to find anything in here. There's always not ground hot chili. That'd be interesting, but it would be really nice if I could try and utilize this cake after I make it, if possible. I think I've got kind of the things I need. Actually, we should get a bowl out here. Oh, there's so much stuff. My cupboards are in a total mess. But we need a bowl to whisk up things together. And we'll also need a cake tray, which I think that's a good looking one. I think what we're doing is making a sponge cake. I think that's what we're doing. I think that's the easiest cake to make. I could be wrong. Well, see you in a minute. Oh, you went in the cupboard. Oh, what was that? What was that? Look at that. Oh my God, I need to fix that. No one looks there. No one cares. All right. So we got some kind of, it's like a bread loaf tray, but I like the look of it, and a bowl. All right. So we're gonna go to the shop. We're gonna buy some things. We're gonna buy some icing sugar, some butter, some food coloring, some more eggs, and some baking. Oh, what's this? This is baking soda. I don't even know what it is. For your family, for your body. You can have a relaxing bath in it. It can deodorize your carpets. Clean your kids' lunch boxes? What? There's no mention of using it in food. Use it as body exfoliator? Oh my god. I like the way it says nothing about cooking in there. Alright, I'm gonna go to the shop. Now remember, this is Christmas in Australia. This is not like Christmas in Britain. It's like bloody hot here. Everyone's in shorts and t-shirts and things like that. We need to go down this aisle? No, it's not right. Relish and pickles? I don't think so. Oh no, maybe. Relish and pickles? Right, icing. Icing sugar? Icing mixture? Is that how you make butter icing? You just mix butter and icing sugar? Does that sound right? See, I'm a bit mixed up. There's baking powder and baking soda. See, there's this baking powder. Yeah, they're not the same thing. Alright, let's just do the baking powder, I reckon, as well. We'll just stick that in as well. We need some food colouring. What colour? A nice blue. Yeah, classic blue. Oh, there's so many sprinkles and things. What's that? Hot Wheels sprinkles. That's mental. That's too cool. What does that even mean? Oh, that's amazing. Dollar Sweets wafer hot top sprinkles. And then you got this Hot Wheels. Oh, that's pretty bonkers. Let's get some of them. They're cool as. And get these sprinkles as well, eh? Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I think. Butter. I don't know, do you put milk in a cake? I've got no idea. Alright, I'll be back. Oh, look at that. Look at that when you video it, that's mental. Oh, I've bust the budget. Oh my god, bust the budget. Just with that, those few things. Anyway, I guess only one egg's going to be used, so see you in a minute. Alright, just realised that I wasn't recording there when I was doing stuff, but that's okay, I didn't do much. What we were talking about there is we decided that we're not going to use that pan, we're going to use that pan because it's round and cakes are round, and you know, that's just how caking works. Friggin' toothpick. Sure you use a toothpick somewhere in making cakes. Right, making a cake. So you're going to make the cake batter. Is that what it's called? It's not cake dough. We bought a sieve as well to sieve the flour, even though this says it's you know, triple sifted. Triple sifted. That's amazing. So there's no lumps in that. So there's no point in this. This is fun though. It's fun. Don't know what the difference is between bicarb soda and baking powder, but I can just whack both of them in. You know what the biggest problem with this cake is going to be? Quantities. I've got no idea. I need some butter. I'm pretty sure we need some butter. Some butter. Right, I'm going to take some stabs in the dark and some quantities for stuff, right? Because we're going to make a round cake. We might even try and... It's supposed to be simple. That's why we're making a sponge cake. I don't know if this is what you would call a Victoria sponge cake, or an Elizabeth sponge cake, or a Minty sponge cake. It's a Minty sponge cake, right? I'm going to say 2 cups of flour as a guess. I'm gonna start with one egg, some butter as well. Yeah, I think some butter, a couple of drops of vanilla. Goodness. Now, when it comes to this baking soda and baking powder, I don't want to kill us. If you can use bicarb soda or baking soda to clean stuff, I'm sure eating too much of that might be a killer. My mum bought me a book when I was young about 1,000,000,001 uses for bicarb soda. Yeah. Thanks, Mum. I don't even know what it does. What does it do? What does it say? It's a perfect raising agent. Right, oh cool, okay, so that sounds good. I don't want it to go in the oven either, otherwise it's going to be a mess. Although I think you'd love that, wouldn't you? You'd like that. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I'm going to start with just 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon, because that's a measurement, isn't it? 1 teaspoon. You see that in recipes, 1 teaspoon. It's not like 3 teaspoons. It's only 3 teaspoons if you times the recipe by 3. That makes sense. 1 teaspoon of that, so that's baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, or bicarb soda, or whatever it's called. Surely you put butter in a cake, makes things yummy and moist. Do you put milk in the cake? I'm gonna write down milk with a question mark. Don't know. I think the egg should be enough moisture. Right, first and foremost, we're gonna start with the flour, right? So we've got our sieve, we've got a cup measure, and we've got our plain flour. I think we've got enough flour in here for 2 cups. So let's do that. What I might also do is just preheat the oven. 1 cup of flour, another cup of flour. Oh, at least there's no pantry moths. The last house we were in, we had a pantry moth problem, and that's really a ridiculous problem to have because you just can't get rid of them after a while. There's just millions of them, and they love getting into your food, they love getting into sealed bags. You know, like the pasta, they just nibble through the plastic in the bag, and they'd have sexy times in there, and then have a billion more babies. Oh, like that's sieved. That's sieved so well. All right, we've got measuring spoons. Yo, that's like nunchucks. Excuse me. Do we go a half teaspoonful? We can go. That's right. We can go decimal fractions of things if we wanted to. Oh, maybe we'll do a teaspoon of baking powder and a half teaspoon of what's the other stuff? Baking soda. That's about a half. And a half and a wee bit. A half and a wee bit of the, yeah. Do we put butter in there? Butter in a cake? Yeah, we put butter in there. All right, and then this other stuff, this bicarb soda. And a quarter of a teaspoon of this stuff. It's just, where's the camera? There it is there. It's just this white powder. I know what you're thinking, it's not that. It's not that, my son's gonna eat this cake. So that's the, wait a minute, more powdery stuff. We'll just put just a little sprinkle of, I know it's backwards, ground cinnamon in, just a little, I don't know, to give it some kind of, I don't know, flavour, I guess. It's not just sugar. Sugar. We have to put sugar in here, don't we? I bet you it would love you to put white sugar in, but I've just got raw sugar. I reckon we put in, I don't know, a half cup. Is that a half cup? Can't really see properly. A half cup of this sugar. Probably completely the wrong sugar, raw sugar. Just I don't know, a knob. Just a knob of butter. How do you measure a knob of butter? Just a full knob of butter. Apple would have a problem with that one. Right, let's just, knob of butter, in it goes. A little bit more, just a little bit more. It's like 50 grams. You know how they do the measurements in these butter things, there's lines. Each line is 50 grams. I reckon we don't want more. We don't mind a buttery cake. You know, a buttery cake would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Right, there's butter. Egg. We need to test that the egg's not off. If it floats, it's a witch. And it'll be burnt in the steak. Or if it drowns, it's innocent. He's innocent. Yeah, we'll start off with 1 egg. If it's not wet enough, not moist, because we want a moist, damp, moist cake. When you're cracking eggs, right? I've heard this, cracking eggs on a flat surface, yeah? Don't crack them on the edge of the bowl. That's wrong. It's wrong. It's incorrect. Crack them on a flat surface. There we go with that, and then plop. Done. That's what it looks like so far. I've got a feeling we're going to need more egg. Is there eject? There's an eject button. Oh, okay. Eject button. Love that. Love that you press that button and you just flew through the ceiling. That's dusty. That's dusty. I'm immediately going to put another egg in here because 1 egg is just not enough as far as I'm concerned. Second egg going in now. Right, that has got none of the usual moisture of cake batter. What am I missing? What liquid? What liquid am I missing? It's not milk. You don't put milk in cakes. Is it water? Is it actually water? What if I put some water and some milk in? What could possibly go wrong there? We could put like 50 more eggs in. Definitely a bit too dry. If we have a look, see, look, It's just very, very dry. And that's just with knobs of butter and I haven't mixed up completely yet. But we need something moist. We need some catalyst here. 2 eggs in there. How many eggs do you need in a cake? 3? Let's put another egg in. There we go. Alright, okay. That's a bit more moist, but certainly nowhere near. I ain't putting any more eggs in, that's ridiculous. I'm going to put a little bit of milk, half a cup of milk, and then half a cup of water. And we're going to just add that. Add a little bit of it. I'm not going to pour the whole lot in, because I might wreck it. So that's just a little bit of milk, a little bit of water. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on? Oh! Alright, whoa. Something's happening. Something's happening. I don't know what it is, but something's happening. Let's pour some of this, more of this liquid in. Because it's falling up. It's turning into a dough. Don't want it. Yes, that's more like it. Whoa, sorry everyone. You know what I love? I love a silicone scraper. Silicone scrapers for the win. This is looking a lot better. What does it smell like? Smells interesting. Yeah, it smells interesting. It smells eggy. We've only used just under a cup of that milk and water. See, look. Oh, let's have a taste. That's reminiscent of childhood memories. We need some more sugar. Alright, we'll stick a little bit more sugar in. We forgot about the vanilla extract. So we're going to just, I don't know how much of that to put in. Whoa, that's probably enough. Keep going, you can forward this for us. You can do like one of those fast forward things that are really cool videos that people go, yeah. Alright, is that too thick? I'm going to just a dash more of this. Just a dash more. Yeah, this is looking not too shabby. Oh yes. Oh. You know the problem is because I haven't used white sugar that it's a bit granulated. I guess we could keep mixing it a bit more. Yeah. It's a bit granulated, but that's alright. This is what it looks like. Yeah? That looks quite appropriate. There was always something Mum did about pans where she'd rub butter on them. So I'm just going to take this, knob of butter and rub it on the pan. It's got something to do with it. Stops the cake sticking or some shit. Oh. Alright, cool. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Some might say I've done this before. And I've got no idea what temperature to make the oven. Yeah, it's cakey. Who worked out how to do this in the first place? Who said you need to put all these ingredients together to make a cake? To make this thing. What do you want to call it? I don't know. Will we call it a tree? Nah, I think tree's been taken. You want to call it a steam locomotive? It's a catchy title. But I got a feeling it just doesn't fit. Guy in the back, drunk off some fermented fruit off the tree. Call it cake! Cake. It's not filled a whole lot in the pan, but surely that's going to rise. I don't know how far it's going to rise because I don't know how much stuff we put in it, but we'll stick it in the oven. Alright, we're ready. Oven hot. Cake ready. Let's hope this does what it's supposed to do. And the other thing I remember about making cakes is like things that rise in the oven, probably like bread as well. I think I've made one loaf of bread in my life. Is don't keep opening the oven because it will fall. Right, I just had to open the oven there. Go against my own rules entirely. It's starting to rise. It might grow this big. It might grow as tall as me. I don't know. What we're going to do whilst that is cooking is we're going to make icing. I reckon butter icing is just butter and sugar. All right, so I reckon we just mix this with butter. Don't know how much again, no idea. Don't know how much of this to use either. I mean, I guess you can't have too much icing at the end of the day. I reckon we're gonna just pour a whole bunch of this in here. We're gonna put it through the sieve again. We'll get a wooden spoon. Wooden spoon. It stings. And we're gonna just, really thought I did myself a job there. We're gonna cut off some butter. Right, I'm gonna whack in this much butter to start with. Okay. Oh shit, that's all the butter. Maybe we'll need all that butter. Oh yeah, just fucking put all the butter in. We'll just work it. Just work it, yeah? How's that looking? See, look, see? It's looking all right. It's getting there. I'm scared. It's an interesting consistency. At some point, I think this will start. Now, I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough. Let's taste it. Oh, that is butter icing. We do just a little bit more icing sugar. We're going to mix a little bit of the vanilla essence in. All right, don't put your finger in the mixing things when it's still going. You'll lose your finger. Because there's two ways you can go with this cake. You know when you get it, you can then cut it in half, like flat ways, horizontally. And have the two halves, butter icing in the middle, plop, and then icing on top. Is that enough? If I'm going to do that, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But it's definitely come together really well. I don't think it's enough. That's just enough for the top. Alright, that means we're going to need to put the same amount of icing sugar in again, and the same amount of butter. Alright, okay. And it goes, right. I think I need to check on the cake. Shall we go and check on the cake? Kids! Alright, here we go. Ready for the big reveal? Can I turn this around whilst I'm doing this? Nah, I can't. I gotta pause it. That button. What's that button? I don't know what these buttons do, excuse me. Oh. Something's happening. Whether that looks like cake or not, I don't know. It could be a large biscuit. To test out if a cake is ready, you can put like a toothpick or some other long implement. And you put it in the middle of it and bring it out. And if this cake mixture kind of stuck to it, it's not ready yet. It's so exciting. A wee bit more vanilla. Oh. All right, we've made it. It's probably not as much butter as there should be in here because it's a bit thick. I'm going to use, just take a chance, a little bit of this milk and water mixture that I had left over from earlier. Just a dab. All right. Look, so there you go. There's your icing. This stuff can be lethal, especially if you get in your clothes. Not much, come on, come out. Stop it. The anticipation. Oh! Too much food colouring. Never did anyone any harm. Said no one probably ever. It's a good blue. Oh shit, that's a lot. I think it's perfect for spreading on a cake. Do I dare to have another look at it? I'm just gonna go and look. It's definitely not rising as much as I thought it would. It might be quite a low, dense cake. Yeah. I've got no idea how long ago I put this cake in the oven. So I reckon we might take it out, have a look at it, do a little test. Oh, it does look pretty good though. It does look pretty golden on top. All right. Oh, it's pretty. No, that's. I think that's ready. Yeah. You can see it's kind of, breaking up there a little bit. Now I wonder, will it come out the pan? We're gonna put these on, we're gonna turn this over and hope that it comes out. It's definitely not coming out, is it? Oh no, oh no, it came out. It came out. Right, it's upside down. Right, it's yeah, no, that seems okay. I mean, to be absolutely honest, it doesn't look like it's risen much at all. I mean, it's rounded on top, and that, I guess that's good enough. As far as I'm concerned, that's a relative success. Cake is currently in the fridge because I want it to cool down just a little bit more before I put this icing on it. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen. Some bad things will happen. I mean, you can't just pick a cake up, can you? You can't just pick up a cake with one hand. I don't think that's the thing that you should be able to do with a cake. Right, see what I mean? By being able to hold a cake like that, it's like a really big cookie. And it's got this odd depression, like an inverted nipple on the underside. Now I've got too much icing, because we made it thinking the cake was gonna take on more, but look at that, look at the colour of that icing. That's pretty good. Is the icing melting? The icing's melting because the cake's still warm. Just wait, just have a little minute. Can we put this in the freezer? Cake's in the freezer, because that's how you make cake. Okay, it looks a bit weird, but I think if we just quickly whack this icing on, it's definitely melted a little bit. I think that's not bad. That's not bad. I've seen worse, I think. How does that look? Does that look all right? It's thin. It's thin. I can't find my glasses, so I'll just wear these ones instead. This will help. They're just like really thin, wafery pictures. Look at that. Just stick them on top. Like that. One there. Is that cool or what? My son's gonna love this cake. He's gonna know no different as to how shit the cake should be. Yeah, right. They just melt in your mouth. And then we've got this thing here. It's got all different things on it. To do here is I want to cut out, yeah, and then we're going to use that to we can then sprinkle different sprinkles on and do it in quarters. All right, this is whoa. There's balls bouncing everywhere. We put one more of these wafery things because we've kind of lost them in the madness of the design. It's the final presentation of the cake, or if you want to call it that, it's like a large biscuit, I think. I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy with it. The decoration...
Merry Christmas, everyone.
The decoration leaves a lot to be desired, but I think it will be edible. Do you think it looks good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you looking forward to having a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's the judge. What do you see in there?
Stickers.
Stickers on the cake. That's crazy. All right. Well, I hope everyone else made as big a mess as I did. I just love the fact.
Everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy New Year. See you later, boy.